Hey, my friends, good morning. My name is Mr. Jim and I work at the Fayetteville Public Library, and I'm so glad you could join me for this video. This is Toddler Story Time. Today we're going to read some picture books, we're going to sing some silly songs. I'm really glad you're a part of it. A reminder that the library is open for browsing, so you can come and check out some books from us in person sometime, or you can still use our curbside pickup service. Our new website and our new app are available, and if you have any questions about those parents, feel free to reach out to a member of staff. Today in Toddler Story Time, we're talking about the changes in the seasons, the change in the weather. It's getting warmer outside. It's getting a lot more green. It's not so cold anymore. We're talking about spring today. In springtime, there are lots of flowers. We see more animals and bugs. Springtime is a time for growth. So we're going to read some picture books. We're going to learn some sign language. We're going to sing some songs all about the springtime today. It's a beautiful day today, and I'm really glad you could be a part of Toddler Story Time with me today. Before we read our stories, why don't we sing a good morning song? We're going to sing my favorite good morning song. It's called Open, Shut Them. To sing Open, Shut Them, put your hands up like this. Can you open and shut your fingers? Open, shut. Very good. This song is really silly. Let's sing it together. Hands up. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Now creep them, crawl them, creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Good job, my friends. Give yourself a round of applause. Why don't we sing that song one more time? Will you sing it again with me? Great. Thank you very much. Hands up one more time. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Now creep them, crawl them, creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Oh, good job, my friends. Give yourself a big round of applause. Thanks for being silly with me first thing today. That was a lot of fun. I like that song. Now we're going to read a spring picture book together. Our first book this morning is this one. Who's on the front of this book? It's Mouse. And what is Mouse holding? Mouse is holding a big flower. This book is called Mouse's First Spring. This book is by Lauren Thompson, and the pictures were drawn by Bucket Erdogan. We're going to read this book together, but there are 3 things I like to do when we listen to a story. The first thing that we do is we make sure that we're sitting down on our bottoms so that we can use our eyes to see the story. Thanks for sitting down with me today. The second thing we do is we put on our listening ears. Here are my ears. Where are your ears? Oh, there they are. Good job. And the third thing that we do is we catch a big bubble in our mouths. And blow it out slow. Catch another big bubble. Good job, my friends. That helps us turn our voices off. Our ears are on and listening, and we're sitting down to use our eyes to see the first story, Mouse's First Spring. Are you ready for this story? Here it comes. Mouse's First Spring. Here's a big house with lots of pretty flowers outside of it, and here comes our story. One windy spring day, Mouse and Mama went out to play. It gets a lot windier in the spring. Can you blow your breath like the wind? We're going to practice that in a second. There's Mama, and there's Mouse. There in the grass, Mouse found something glittery and flittery. What can it be? Wondered Mouse. What is this glittery and flittery thing that Mouse found? Look, said Mama, a butterfly. Mouse and Mama found a butterfly. Then whoosh blew the wind, and fluttery buttery, the butterfly flew away. The wind blew butterfly away. There under a leaf, Mouse found something slithery and slimy. What could it be? Wondered Mouse. Do you know what this friend is? Look, said Mama, a snail. Mouse and Mama found a snail under the leaf. Then, whoosh, blew the wind. Then hidey and sidey. Can you tuck yourself into a shell like snail? The snail hid away. He hid in his shell. He doesn't like the wind blowing strong. There on a branch, Mouse found something feathery and plump. What can it be? Wondered Mouse. What is this big friend with blue feathers? Do you know what that is? Look, said Mama, a bird. It's a bird, a big blue bird. But oh no, then whoosh, blew the wind, and dip, flip, flap, the bird darted away on its wings. Mouse is waving goodbye. That wind is strong, and lots of our animal friends don't like the wind blowing so strong. There by the pond, Mouse found something green and peeping. What can it be? Wondered Mouse. Do you know what this big green friend is? Look, said Mama, a frog. It's a frog by the pond. What sound does a frog make? Ribbit, ribbit. Good job. But oh no, then what happens with the wind? Whoosh, blew the wind, and splishy splash, the frog hopped away into the pond. Ribbit, ribbit. The frog hopped out of the way of the wind. There in the dirt, Mouse found something pink and wiggly. Do you know what this is? What can it be? Wondered Mouse. Look, said Mama, a worm. It's a big pink worm in the dirt. What's going to happen with the wind? Oh no, then whoosh, blew the wind, and squiggly squeeze, the worm slid away from the dirt into the big tall grass. There on a stem, Mouse found something sweet and petally. Do you see those petals? What can it be? Wondered Mouse. Do you know what this is? Yeah. Look, said Mama, a flower. Mouse and Mama found a flower. That flower is a lot taller than Mouse is. Then whoosh, blew that wind, and rumply bumply, Mouse tumbled away. Oh no, he climbed up the flower and the wind blew him away. Where's he going? Then all around, Mouse felt something soft and cuddly and oh so cozy. What can it be? Wondered Mouse. Where did the wind blow Mouse? Mwah! Came a kiss, and came a hug. It's me, said Mama. The wind blew Mouse right into Mama's arms, into a big hug and a kiss. Spring is here, little mouse, and I love you. And that's a really nice thing to say. Spring is here, and Mouse found lots of animal and bug and plant friends for the springtime and got a big hug and a kiss from Mama Mouse. Good job, my friends. That's the end of this book, Mouse's First Spring. Thanks for blowing the wind so many times with me and Mouse. That's the end of this story, so we say the end. The end. Bye, Mouse. In that book, Mouse found lots of things outside for springtime. Some were bugs, some were animals, some were plants. Some of those things were down on the ground, some were up in the trees, and some were way up in the sky. The wind likes to blow around lots of different kinds of things. We're going to talk about how the wind likes to blow things up in the sky. And what could be up in the sky today? What is this? This is a hot air balloon. Look at this big balloon on top, and it's got strings holding a basket at the bottom. You could put things in the basket, and then it would float up into the sky. Sometimes people ride in hot air balloons. Let's see how many hot air balloons I have today. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. have 5 hot air balloons. Let's do a rhyme about the hot air balloons up in the sky and what happens when the wind blows really hard. Can you practice blowing the wind really hard? Can you practice blowing the wind really loud? That's really silly. Let's do our rhyme about the hot air balloons and the wind. Are you ready? Way up high in the sky so blue, 5 hot air balloons flew and flew. The wind blew hard. The wind blew loud. Woo! The wind blew the orange hot air balloon off to the clouds. Now how many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Way up high in the sky so blue, 4 hot air balloons flew and flew. The wind blew hard. The wind blew loud. Woo! The wind blew the blue hot air balloon off to the clouds. Now how many are left? 1, 2, 3. Way up high in the sky so blue, 3 hot air balloons flew and flew. The wind blew hard. The wind blew loud. Woo! The wind blew the green hot air balloon off to the clouds. Now how many are left? 1, 2, just 2 left. Way up high in the sky so blue, 2 hot air balloons flew and flew. The wind blew hard. The wind blew loud. Woo! The wind blew the white hot air balloon off to the clouds. Now how many hot air balloons are left? Just 1, and it's purple. Way up high in the sky so blue, 1 hot air balloon flew and flew. The wind blew hard. The wind blew loud. Woo! The wind blew the purple hot air balloon off to the clouds. Now there are no more hot air balloons. The wind blew them all away. Oh no. I hope they'll come back someday, but thanks so much for helping me count all those hot air balloons, friends. Good job. Wind is one kind of springtime weather. Can you think of any other weather that happens in the spring? I think of one that's really wet, that falls from the sky. In the springtime, there's lots of rain. We're going to sing a song about the rain. Can you make your fingers fall like raindrops falling from the sky? Our rain is going to turn into booming thunder and zapping lightning too. This is a really fun song. Let's sing it together. The rain is falling down. The rain is falling down. Pitter patter, rain is falling down. Good job. And sometimes it turns into a storm, and in the storm there's lots of booming thunder. Can you clap your hands like booming thunder? The thunder's roaring, boom. The thunder's roaring, boom. Rumble, grumble, rumble, grumble. Thunder's roaring, boom. Good job. And in those thunderstorms, sometimes when there's thunder, there's sometimes lightning. Lightning flashes across the sky. Can you flash your hands? Flash. Zip, 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 zip. Lightning. The lightning's flashing bright. The lightning's flashing bright. Zippy, zappy, zippy, zappy. Lightning's flashing bright. Good job, my friends. Can we do all 3 one more time? Start with the rain again. The rain is falling down. The rain is falling down. Pitter patter, rain is falling down. The thunder's roaring, boom. The thunder's roaring, boom. Rumble, grumble, rumble, grumble. Thunder's roaring, boom. The lightning's flashing bright. The lightning's flashing bright. Zippy, zappy, zippy, zappy. Lightning's flashing bright. Good job, my friends. Give yourself a round of applause. Good job talking about the wind weather and the rain weather. Now I think we're ready for another picture book. Our next picture book is this one. This book is about my friend Max, and Max likes to grow stuff in his garden. Do you have a garden where you live? We have some garden flower beds at the library. If you don't, you can come see the flowers that we grow in ours. Max likes to grow flowers and other kinds of plants, and we're going to help him grow some stuff in his garden today. This book is called Max Loves Sunflowers. Here's Max, and here's one of his big yellow sunflowers. Can we help Max grow some sunflowers in his garden today? That would be a really nice thing to do. This book is by Ken Wilson Max. And it's a really special book, too. It's got some fun things to do inside of it. Are you ready for this book? Can we go through our checklist real quick? Are you sitting down on your bottoms? Listening ears on? Catch a bubble in your mouth? Very good, friends. We're ready for this book. Max Loves Sunflowers. Here's Max, and he's in the garden with another friend. Do you know what this friend is? It's Big Pink Pig. Max loves sunflowers. He's got his bag full of sunflower seeds. Did you know that flowers have to start as seeds and then grow and grow into flowers? What does this say? Max plants a seed. Can you pretend to hold a seed between your fingers and plant it down in the ground? I plant a seed. Max plants a seed. I plant a seed. The sunflowers grow. Right now they're just little seeds in the ground, but soon they'll grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Whoa! Look at those green stems coming out of the ground. Now they've got roots down in the dirt, stems with leaves. Now we just need the flower. This one's taller than my book page. Oh my goodness. Then, look at these yellow petals. Can we open up the yellow petals? Whoa! This sunflower is ginormous. They open! Oh my goodness, look at this big sunflower. I can't even hold it all open. Look, there's a bee inside. Bees love flowers. Bzz, 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 bzz. This is the most gigantic yellow sunflower I have ever seen, Max. There's Pig and Max and two big sunflowers. The sunflowers dance in the wind. There's that wind again. Whoosh. And the sunflowers dance in the wind. Max dances. I dance too. Oh, it's the pig that's been saying I can do these things. Have you ever seen a pig dance before? That's really silly. Max grew such big sunflowers with the help of Pink Pig and with the help of you too. Thank you for helping Max grow sunflowers in his garden. They started as little seeds in the ground. Then they grew up and up and up with the help of some rain and some sunshine. And then they danced in the wind. That was really nice. Guess what, friends? That's the end of this book. Max loves sunflowers. Thanks for helping Max in the garden. That's the end of this story, so we'll say the end. The end. Bye, Max. Bye, Pink Pig. Bye, sunflowers. Now it's time to learn some sign language in story time. We're going to learn some sign language all about spring today. Let's learn 3 different words in sign language today. Sign language is when we say words with our hands instead of our mouths. The first word we're going to learn is the word for spring. Spring is one of the 4 seasons. To say the American Sign Language word for spring, you'll need both hands. Hand number 1 starts down at the bottom. Hand number 2 closes its fingers and comes up through hand number 1. As hand number 2 comes up, spread your fingers open like a tree. This is the American Sign Language word for spring. Spring. This is also the word for grow, but it's how we say spring in American Sign Language. Fingers closed, up and open. Closed, up and open. Spring. The second word we're going to learn is the word green. Green is a color that you see a lot of during springtime. Green leaves, green grass. To say the word green, start with your fingers on one hand. This is the letter G in American Sign Language. G for green. Start it down by your chest and shake it forward. The letter G and shake. Shake. The letter G, down by your chest, shake forward. This is the American Sign Language word for green. Green. Good job. The last word we're going to learn is the word for flower. There were lots of flowers in Max's garden, and we're going to sing a song about some flowers here in a second. You only need one hand for the word flower and close those fingers. It's going to come up by your face. Up by your nose. Start on one side and tap, and then bring it to the other side and tap like you're sniffing a flower. Flower. The flower comes up by your nose like you're smelling it, and on both sides. Flower. Good job, my friends. We learned 3 different words today in story time in American Sign Language. We learned flower, we learned green, and we learned spring. Good job, my friends. I'm really proud of you for learning those words. Be sure to practice them, and then you'll know them really well. Thanks for learning American Sign Language with me. Now let's sing another song. We just learned the American Sign Language word for flower, and now we're going to sing a song about some flowers. But I need your help to count them because I have so many flowers in my hands. I don't know how many there are. Will you help me count these flowers? You will? Good. Thank you very much. Just like Max's garden, flowers need lots of care, so we need to know how many flowers there are. And then we need to give them things like water and sunshine so they grow up big and strong. Let's count the flowers together. We're going to sing it in a song too. Are you ready? Let's sing and count. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little flowers, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little flowers, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little flowers, 10 little flowers in the spring. Now that we've counted all of our flowers, we have 10 flowers here. We can give them the things they need. Give them rain and lots of sunshine. Give them rain and lots of sunshine. Give them rain and lots of sunshine. Then the flowers grow up tall. Good job, my friends. We counted all of these pretty flowers. Which one's your favorite flower? There's so many different colors of flowers here, just like in the springtime. Then we gave them rain and sunshine like coming up from the window. That was really nice, friends. Thank you very much for helping me count all these flowers and giving them rain and sunshine so they grow up real tall. I'm going to plant all these flowers at my desk, and we've got time for one more picture book. We've got time for one more picture book, and it's this one, A Little Book About Spring. And this book has mouse friends on it too. But they're different mice than Mouse and Mama Mouse from the first book. Let's see what these mice find in the spring after we do our checklist real quick. One more time, can you sit down on your bottom with me? Put your listening ears on one more time. Catch a bubble in your mouth one more time. Very good. That means we're ready for our last picture book, A Little Book About Spring. This mouse is in a field with lots of flowers. There's some bugs in the sky and on the rock too. You make the trees bud. Look at those leaf buds on the trees. They're growing because it's springtime and the weather is warmer. There's lots more sunshine and water for the trees. Can the mouse reach all the way up to that tree bud? The flowers bloom. When the flowers grow up out of the ground, their petals start closed and then they open up. They bloom just like these red ones. The mouse is going to smell the flower. And the baby birds chirp, chirp, chirp in their nests. In the springtime, lots of baby animals are born. These baby birds came out of their eggshells, and now Mama Bird's going to feed them. And the baby birds say, chirp, 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 I'm hungry. What's Mouse doing in the baby bird's nest? That's not where the mouse should be. Spring, I know you're here when I hear the buzz of the bees in the meadow. Bees come out in the springtime. And they buzz, 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 buzz. Look, I brought a bee friend to story time. Bee is going to have a very special announcement about bees and the library very soon. So be sure to watch our story times and social media about bees very, very soon. The frog's clicking and croaking on the pond. Look, ribbit, ribbit, there's another frog. And he's sticking out his tongue to catch a fly. The mice are paddling on a lily pad. And the bunnies rustling in the bushes. How many bunnies do you see? 1, 2, 3. Did you listen to Miss Sarah's story time about bunnies last week? I love the sweet smells you bring. Can you use your nose to sniff? What kinds of smells can you find in springtime? Fresh cut green grass. That's one of my favorite smells. Rich roses. Roses are a kind of flower. Do you like to smell flowers? And lovely lilies, another kind of flower. and big raindrops that soak the soil and help the gardens grow. Remember we talked about the rain that fell down and helps the flowers grow? Flowers need lots of water to grow up big and tall. I even like when your raindrops plop on my nose and when my feet squelch in the mud. Do you like to play in the raindrops and puddles in the springtime? Yeah, and sometimes it gets muddy and you can make a big mess with the mud puddles. Spring, you bring so many surprises. What surprise did the springtime bring this time? The rain stopped and out came a big rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet are the colors of the rainbow. I hope you never end. Do you hope springtime never ends? Springtime is really nice. And lots of good things happen in the springtime. Does spring stay forever? No, the seasons change. After spring comes summer. After summer comes fall. After fall is winter, and winter just ended, and now it's springtime again. It's a big cycle of seasons, but I'm glad springtime is here. I hope you are too, and I hope you're enjoying it. Guess what, my friends? That's the end of our last picture book, a little book about spring. S-P-R-I-N-G, spring. Thanks for listening to this book, friends. That's the end of our stories, so we say the end. The end. Good listening today, my friends. Thank you very much. Well, my friends, that's the end of my story time with you today. Thank you very much for coming to watch Spring Story Time. We're still bringing you virtual toddler story times every Thursday morning at 10 a.m., so watch for another video next week. Thanks for listening to picture books, learning some sign language today, and singing lots of silly songs. I hope you get to go out into the sunshine, find some flowers or some grass, have a great time in a spring weather day. Before I go back out into the library, I'm gonna put my mask on so it's covering my nose and my mouth. And why don't we sing a goodbye song together? Can you wave goodbye like this? We'll sing one more song and then I'll see you next time. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Will you sing that one more time with me? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. I had so much fun with you in Spring Story Time today. Hey, remember, you made today a special day just by being you. Bye, friends. I'll see you next time for Story Time. Have a great day. Bye.